for adding decimals, as you see here, we're going to do 5.62 plus 12.9. As you see here, I've solved my answer, and I will tell you how. So I put zeros over here as placeholders and right here, and I added 2 plus 0, which equals 2, 6 plus 9, which equals 15, 5 plus 2 plus 1 equals 8, and 0 plus 1 equals 1. As you see here, my answer is 18.52. Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to subtract decimals. 9 minus 0 equals 9. 13 minus 6 equals 7. But I had to cross it out. I had to cross out the original 3 and make it a 13 from the 5, which I changed to a 4. And then that 4 minus 2 equals 2. And that 1 minus 0 equals 1. And 12.79 is my answer. Hi, today we will be learning how to multiply decimals. Now let's get started, shall we? So first we have to write it vertical. 402 times 0.7. Oops. Let's undo that. And why isn't it doing it? Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to erase it. I'll write it again. Okay, so 2 times 7 is 14. Add your 1. 7 times 0 equals 0, but plus 1 equals 1. Then 7 times 4 equals 28. And then you add your 0, or you could add a space. And let's erase our 1. Then you do 0 times 2, which equals 0. 0 times 0 equals 0, and 0 times 4 equals 0. Now you add 4 plus 0 equals 4. 1 plus 0 equals 1. 8 plus 0 equals 8. 2 plus 0 equals 2. Then you count the spaces of your decimal. So there's 2 spaces. So you're going to write 2. And then there's only 1 space for the 7 in between the 0, so that's 1. Then you add 2 plus 1, which equals 3. So we bring this over 1, 2, 3 times. So it'll be right there, and let's write our answer again to 2.814. And that is your answer. Now, let's check your answer to make sure it's right. So what you would do is round it off to the nearest one. So that would be 4 times 1. And that equals 4. And 4 is close to 200, or 2.814. Okay, today I will be teaching you on how to divide decimals. So what you write first is 0. Oops, that isn't very good. I can't erase it or undo it, so I'll just erase it. 0.2 divided by 1.06. And a good way to remember this, to put 0.2 and then first and 1.06 last, is the first shall be last and the last shall be first. So first we have to move over our decimal over here to make it 2. Then we have to move it over here because you have to do the same on either sides no matter what. So we'll just put this here because it goes straight up. Then what we have to do is divide by 5, and that equals 10, and then subtract that equals 0. And then 2 divided by 6 equals 3. And then that equals 6, that equals 0. And then your answer is 5.3. First, we see what takes away 5.8. So first we need to add 5.8 to both sides. And then you add, so that would be that 7, and their answer is 7. Okay, since there is addition, we'll have to do subtraction. So you do minus 3.91 on both sides. That equals K. 3.91. Add zeros as our placeholders. And as we see, we need to make this a 10, make this a 9, make this a 7. That would be 9, 0.42. So K equals 24.09. Since there's multiplication, we'll have to do division. So we're gonna do this over 1.2. We're gonna do this over 1.2, and then we're gonna divide. And we're gonna divide this by 1.44. And then this goes in once. 2, 2, 4. We have to bring that up. And that's 2. And y equals 0.12. First, we're gonna do multiplication. So we have to do 8.2, and we have to multiply that. So that's the dot. And we're gonna have to multiply this by 8.2. And then 2 times 6 is 12. Carry the 1, 2 times 0 is 0, but plus 1. Then 6 times 8 is 48. Add the 4. Then 8 times 0 equals 4. Then we add it up. That's 2, 9, 4. And then we count our decimals, so 1 plus 1.
Oh, you missed Daddy's call.
1 plus 1 is 2. And go over 2 times. And then n equals 4.92. Okay, so first what you do is you don't add these, but what you will add is the 6 plus 3. So let's write it down here. 6 plus 3 equals 9. So that would be 9 over 15. Then we have to simplify it. So let's divide by 3. And that equals 3/5. And 3/5 is your answer, as you see here. So first what you do is you have to make 1/2 into 21/24. So what we will need to do is multiply it by each opposites, like for example 24 would be 21 over 24, multiplying it times 2, and that would equal 48 over 42. And then we do 1/2 divided by, or 1/2 times 24. So that would be 48 over, hold on, over 24. And then we subtract them. So 42, 48 minus 24, 48. Then what we'll do is subtract this. So 42, 24, make that a 12. Oops. Hold on. Okay. Over 12. This would be a 3. And then 4 minus 12 equals 8. And that's 1. So that would be 18 over 48. But then we have to simplify. So let's try it by 2. And that would be 6 twelfths. But that doesn't make it. So let's simplify this into 2 fourths, or 1/2, and ice. Okay, just scratch that out. So we'll do 40, or what's our answer? Our answer was 18 over 48. Let's try to simplify it by 2. That would be 9 over 24. And that would be 3, because we're dividing it, dividing it by 8. And then this would be 8, so your final answer would be 3/8. Okay, today I'll be telling you how to multiply fractions. So first, you write it out, 1 over 4 times negative 2/3. Nope. Okay, it won't let me undo, so negative 2/3. So what you do is you have to write it out like this. Negative 2, 4 times 3. So you multiply those. 1 times 2 is, or no, you don't do that. First, see if you can cancel out anything. So 2 goes into 2 one time, and 2 goes into 4 2 times. Then 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 3 is 6, and then you have a negative sign, so you have to put that in. And then you just write it out as negative 1/6. That's your answer. Hello, today I will tell you how to divide fractions. Okay, so what you'll do is write 3/4, because that thing stays the same. But for the second one right here, you have to like flop it. So you just write 7/6, and then that's what you divide, or multiply, I mean. So then what you do is you write it like this: 3 times 7, 4 times 6. But you can see if you can divide anything. For example, 3 can go in one time into 3, and 3 goes into 6 2 times. So then you just multiply 7 times 1 equals 7. And then 4 times 2, which is 8. And your final answer is 7/8. Right here. Right there. Okay, so today we're going to be solving equations with fractions. So first we have to write m minus 1/6, so we can just get m by itself, but we have to do it on this side too. So minus 1/6, or wait, we're not supposed to write this. You just write minus 1/6. So now that we did that, m is by itself, and then we have to subtract this right here, this. So 5/6 minus 1/6 equals 4/6, but we're not done because we have to simplify. So this is equal to 2/3, because you can divide 4, 6, and 6 by 2. That equals 2/3, and that is your answer. Okay, so next we have a subtraction problem. So instead of subtracting 1/5, we have to add it to make n by itself. So add 1/5, but we have to do the same on the other side. So add 1/5, and then we know that this will be by itself. Since 1/5 plus 1/5 is nothing, but there's still n, so you just write n. And we're gonna add 3/5 plus 1/5, and then that equals 4/5. So n equals 4/5. Okay, we're gonna have to get 1/5 by itself, but since we're multiplying, we have to divide to get rid of it. So we'll put this over 1/5. Same with 4. We're gonna put that over 1/5. So just put that over it, and then we're gonna divide 4 into 1/5. So 4 over 1 so far. 1/5. And then we flip-flop this, so 1/5, 1/4, and we're going to multiply it. So 1 times 1 equals 1, 5 times 4 is 20. So, in conclusion, our x equals 1/20th. Okay, so now since this is a division problem, we're going to have to multiply. So what we'll do is we're going to get 1/6, or we're going to multiply by 6 over 1, which is just 6, so times 6 times 6, and then 6 over 1/6 is 1, or is none, so we just write y. And then 1/2 times 1/6. I'm just going to put it as a decimal, so 1/5 times 0.6, or, oops, just times 6. We're just going to multiply that. 6 times 5 is 30. 30. And then since there's just the decimal over here, we're just going to put it. Yeah.
3.7 questions.
Since it's the regular decimal would be here, you just write it here. And altogether, y equals 3.0. That's your answer.